Hello, and a warm welcome to Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. On our lineup today, we celebrate the Osogbo art movement from the Co Gallery in Lagos. To the Third Pyramid Art Center in the nation's capital, Abuja. Then we enjoy the Icon exhibition. So it's a celebration of master craftsmanship. On the program today, you'll be getting the details when Art House returns. Do join us again.
Art is solace. Art is vision. And when I pick up a literary work, I am a consumer of literature for its own sake.
Let's begin at the Co Gallery in Lagos, which rolled out the drums to celebrate the Osogbo art movement with this group exhibition.
It's celebration galore at the Co Gallery in Lagos as the atmosphere lights up with color. The exhibition features images situating the Osogbo School at the dawn of independence and showcasing artists like Twins 77, Nike Davis Okundaye, Jimo Braimo, Susan Wenger, and more.
Today's exhibition is a landmark for the Osogbo School. So we had an exhibition in 2019, and it was the Zaria Rebels. And that was a monumental exhibition. And this one, I would say, is as monumental as that. It's happening that much later. It's after the show that has happened at the Tate Modern in London. And they've dedicated an entire room to the Osogbo School.
I grew up in school studying and learning about these artists, as a 9-year-old, learning about Chief Jimo Braimo, people like Rufus Ogundele. They inspired my childhood, they sparked my imagination. These were the people that really allowed us to think about the expansiveness of being African. And to see this exhibition so well done, so well curated, well researched, it's so important for everyone to see it, I think.
Look at this hall, you will see different kind of art. We are almost about 8 here or 10, and you will see different kind of, we are not copying each other. And that's the beauty of Osogbo. When I started, everybody was working on painting on oil. I decided to work on bead instead of oil. And this is one of my early work in the 60s. I started with tabletop, later to bead painting. I have to be the first Nigerian who has ever used bead in contemporary art. So since then I've been working on bead painting and do mosaic murals all over Nigeria.
Anywhere in this country, we can celebrate our culture. Anywhere in this country, we can appreciate our legends. So what we are doing here today is not something that we can just think because we are celebrating Chief Jimo Braimo that it has to be in Osogbo. You see people from all over the world, they are here to celebrate him. So, as he is here, he is representing our image in Osun State. And come to think of it, Osun State is the source of the Yoruba race. So, anywhere we are good to go.
The story of the Osogbo Art School began with the intellectual and creative society of German professor, writer and scholar Uli Bayer and his first wife, Austrian artist Susan Wenger.
We started this workshop where they taught people who actually were dancers, performers, musicians, drummers, how to show their creativity on paper, on wood, on fabric, and this started the Osogbo movement. The artists here we have quite a few, so we have Twin 77, Nike Ogundaye, that everybody knows over here, a legend, BC Fabumi, Rufus Ogundele, Jacob Afalabi, and Susan Wenger. Susan Wenger was married originally to Uli Bayer, and so she was also part of this movement because it actually started in Ibadan. It was called Ambari. It was Ambari Club, and they used to have poets and artists all working over there from all over the world, and that again was shown at the Tate Modern. The connection of artists from different countries.
The works of art on display reveal how these artists, who have etched their names in history, forged the highly original approaches to painting, printmaking, textile, and mixed media, drawing on Yoruba mythology, performance, and modern life.
Osogbo is the home of art, and a lot of these artists, they are original artists who did not go to school to study art. So they are just traditional art, inborn artists. So this, I will say, Susan Wenger and Uli Bayer, they come to Osogbo and they landed in Ede to learn how to do adire. Then Uli was now a professor at the University of Ibadan. So the wife is learning adire. Then they said, let's go to Osogbo where they have the shrine, where it's called the home of indigo. And then when Mama come to Osogbo, he went to Ede to learn how to do adire. So that is how Osogbo school started. So these people, they are all working with roller decor. So they now said, if they don't get the play, what can they be using to eat? Let them be creating something. Then they give Jimo Braimo a board and cement. You do something. Then for twins, they give him etching. So they give each one of them, go and draw something and come. That is how Osogbo artists started.
This exhibition is to let them know the past. And I believe most of the people who are here must have seen my new works. But this is just to let them know how I started many years back. And sometimes people prefer old painting than new one because the whole world is changing from time to time. So this is the early 70s and early 80s. It may be a little bit different. Why 90 can be different a bit, but yet still continue to use the same materials of art. So that's what we want to draw from this, for them to know that creativity is something that cannot die.
I think it's a part of history that has been shown, and we're re-showing it, and the world is now actually appreciating what they did. So it's being shown right now at the Tate Modern. So if you're there in London, please go along to the Tate Modern. And if you're here in Lagos, please come to Cole Gallery and see the works.
A toast to a generation of artists, those who developed distinct personal styles, retained a cohesive visual language rooted in Yoruba culture, and sustained a legacy by training a new breed of creatives.
The tribute for the Osogbo legends continued at the Third Pyramid Art Center in the nation's capital, Abuja.
This memorable exhibition at the Thought Pyramid Art Center in Abuja is to reignite the flame of history. Vision of the Last Quarter 2 is an archival group exhibition spotlighting rare, never-before-seen masterpieces by 5 legendary pioneers of the Osogbo art movement.
It's 7 years of preparing for this show. You know what that means. We've been actually trying to retrieve most of the works. It's not the works that we can actually see because 3 of the artists are not alive. We only have 2 of them. This is Chief Jim Obrimo and Chief Moreno Yulami. So it took us that painstaking for us. But we say to the glory of God, we are able to comfort with it. And it has come to pass today.
You know, I feel it's very important that we celebrate those who have told the African stories, those who have captured the Nigerian heritage. And I know the Yoruba culture is one of the tribes in Nigeria that is really the heart of Nigeria. And these artists, you know, have captured that essence, whether it's in fantasy, in spirituality. And I feel like they are reminding us our stories, our cultural stories, because we've lost it to others who've tried to give us their own version of a story. So I feel like we should capture and celebrate those who have actually told an authentic Nigerian story.
Adebisi Fabumi, Jim Obrimo, Muraina Oyelami, Rufus Ogundele, and Twins 77.
Artists should be able to model their environment to their artwork. You know, you tell stories about what you experience, what you see, society, and everything that has to do with, you know, how you perceive the world. And so what Adebisi has done here is to mirror down his immediate environment. And today we can begin to look at it and imagine how it was in his time. So because of art lives after the artists, even years after they have died, the artwork will continue to live on. And so that is what this work and all the other work exhibiting here today, you know, tells and teaches artists to do. So your work should be able to live after you.
Baba is art. Art is Baba. He's part of him, and he has always loved to be part of any form of exhibition, most apparently where they are showcasing some of his artworks as far back as 1990, 1992. Some of the artworks are 1997, some are 2011, some are 2010. So Baba will have loved to be here, but at least I'm here. That's why I say even if he's not going to be here as a person, I should be here to represent him. So it's a good thing to be here with other Osogbo artists like Rufus Ogundele, like Taiwo Agoni 277, like Adebisi Fabumi and some other ones. It's a good environment here. We are here in 2019 during the first edition, and we are here again for the sake of Baba.
This landmark exhibition gives viewers an extraordinary opportunity to encounter the creative brilliance of these visionary artists.
I love the exhibition. It's very well curated, very well selected. I love the fact that the artworks have very intricate detailing in terms of Afrocentric design. My favorite would have to be the Twin 77 during the selection. It kind of gives me a personal insight of what the artist was trying to do. You know, as an artist, sometimes when you're about to make an artwork, you have so many ideas of what could go here, what could go here, what could go here. So I feel like in the mind of Taiwo, he kind of captured all those ideas in tiny, tiny bubbles to, you know, display different kinds of artworks, different, you know, methods of his visions and his thoughts, you know, into the artwork. So I really love the selection. It's really, really good.
I'm really impressed by all the different, you know, the art you have here is so high quality, and also the colorful things here. It just gives something special for me, and it's also Africa. So it's kind of very global, but it's though showing Africa. And the special thing about being here is like can see Africa in a way that is colorful, traditional, and yeah, great.
Their timeless works continue to shape and define the legacy of Nigerian modernism.
Every piece here actually stands out for me. From Twin 77 to Morena Oyelami, I refer to him as the poetic painter. And to Chief Jim Obrimo, African most celebrated beat painter. All of them are Adebisi Fabumi, Rufus Ogundele. I think I'm in love with their art.
This enduring spirit of Osogbo is celebrated through art and history.
It's great to keep celebrating our icons, and we'll do more of that when Art House returns. You definitely won't want to miss that, so do stay with us.
And these are the works of art you sent in this week. Now, creatives are sending some Christmas cheer with the works of art sent in this week. Let's begin with Raji David's Happy Moment, done with fabric and acrylic on canvas. Then Shades of Black is also an acrylic on canvas work done by Innocent Chikeze. Aziz Nephew is spreading some agape love with his oil on canvas piece. While Beloved is done with found objects on canvas by Caroline Use. Special gifts, that's what Kehinde Mayowa is giving with this acrylic on canvas piece. Then Afis Akinlade is saying hustle and oil on canvas work. Excitement is an acrylic wool on canvas work done by Ibrahim Babatunde. While Esther wraps things up with this one, which is part of her African Beauty series, she calls it Shade. It's done with acrylic on canvas. And those are the works of art you sent in this week. We appreciate you for sending them in and look forward to more interesting pieces in the new year.
Icons 2 is a group exhibition of Nigerian master artists in Lagos.
It's the second edition of Icons 2, the Legacy Series, a group art exhibition to honor indigenous art masters in Lagos. The idea is to use this platform to inspire a new generation of creatives and highlight the thriving contemporary art scene in the country.
An icon is something very exemplary. So every participant in this exhibition is an icon in his class. In other words, is a master. So the icons actually represent masters. I mean, when you are looking at the caliber of people at this exhibition, you have people like Baba Osogbo, Baba Kolade Oshinowo, Abiodun Olaku, Tukasidere, Edosa Guigo, and then myself. I mean, these are people who have been long in practice. Not only have they been long, they have also been very consistent.
The images on display boast of prominent names such as Bruce Onobrapea, Kolade Oshinowo, Abiodun Olaku, Duke Asidere, Edosa Oguigo, and a few others from outside our shores.
I'm not disappointed because he has been that type of student who himself has grown to be a master, you know, and anything that has to do with exhibitions, I always rely on his sense of judgment, you know, and so I'm not part of using this place or whoever is going to be behind it, you know. all I did was, when the time is right, come and select the works. And they selected works which they felt will adequately represent me. That was it.
The legacies of these masters. You'll notice that on this list of participants, it is cross-generational. Coming from a 93-year-old Bruce Onobrakwea to some of them who are just in their late 40s or early 50s. And we felt that these are people who have remarkably left their prints in practice, and other forms within the industry, and need to be better acknowledged. So at the end of the day, we believe that if it is sustained, it would have the desired effect, that we had always hoped for.
Really, it's a beautiful display, an immersion in art, showing the works of the icons in the space of art in Nigeria, and dare I say Africa, definitely. Those whose works are collected globally and who are bringing Nigeria to the fore for the right reasons.
Their colorful and vibrant works explore different issues that hug the headlines.
We're a group of artists that have come along together, and I think we gravitated naturally. The opportunity came, and here we are having our works. The work behind me is about a lady barrel racer, and it was inspired from a recent experience I had in Houston, Texas, talking about the culture, talking about todetherness, talking about elegance, talking about strength, talking about inclusivity. The lady barrel racer was just one of the elements in my composition on the NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. So I thought I should be able to share some of those with my audience here.
I started wood less than 2 years ago because from base I work with clay. After that, I wanted to move my work into other mediums like stone, bronze, and later I started wood. I also do paintings, cement. So I always have that curiosity to touch different mediums. So this one behind me is, you have 3 panels and a long bench that I made for the exhibitions.
In art, there is progress. In art, there is development. The works you see today are not likely to be the works you are going to see many years from now. The works I did some 10 years ago, the style is a bit different, so the artist is looking for newer grounds to break. He's looking for new songs to sing, as it were. So he keeps evolving. He keeps trying to outdo himself. That's the hallmark of the artist, because he's never satisfied. He wants to keep it going.
The 10-day event included a collector's preview, panel discussions, mentorship programs for young artists, and a Lifetime Achievement Awards night honoring veterans.
There's more art to enjoy, but this time we'll be going to other parts of the country.
Next week on Art House. Kalabari, mythical narratives on driftwood sculpture, a solo exhibition at Moriri Gallery of Contemporary Art in Port Harcourt, River State. Second Chance, a comeback solo exhibition by Dan and Yanka in Abuja. A Promise of Memories, a group exhibition at Tim and Carol Gallery in Lagos. More people need to enjoy the ingenious in the Nigerian art scene, so do share, view and like our page for everyone to experience these bundle of talents.
Your art house experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. It's always a pleasure spending time with you, and I look forward to doing it again. But you know where to find me on our various social media platforms where the conversation continues as always. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.